Alright, just filming the rest of this video on my iPhone. My portable handheld had enough juice, just didn't have enough memory. So for the future, I need to think about that. I should be able to travel with that thing for longer periods of time. Anyways, the light came up at about 16%, where all of a sudden you heard this alarm, and it said, "Oh my God, you know, you're definitely, you know, you need to go get energy as soon as possible," right? So it says 14 miles left. Like I said, this car can get you about 60 miles of range, right? When the alert came up, it was at about 54 miles, right? So before you get to 0%, you should be able to at least get a station. They're driving fine. So I'm in the city of Lakewood right now, and filming the rest of this. So we're gonna film getting to a station, and I'll show you once we get there what I do to, you know, charge up the car from a station. The most reliable station that I found has been ChargePoint. So as much as people probably don't understand about charging stations, you got to choose a reliable one. ChargePoint, some of the chargers work, some of them don't. If they don't work, you can call that phone number. They're always available, and they'll reset the station for you. Sometimes that's, you know, what the issue is. Got a couple gas guzzlers over here. You got High Muffler Man, and then you got the Green Monster over here. You can see that. Muffler Man versus Green Monster coming up. Should be a channel. Alright, so it says you have 14% left. Theoretically, I'm about 8 miles away from my destination, so that's going to definitely blow past 60 miles of range. Not too concerned right now, because I've driven this car before, so I know when I'm going to experience issues or anything like that. And then by the time you get to like 10%, it probably turns on throttle mode. The only thing I would say is, in this condition for the car, I probably won't drive it on the freeway, even though there's a freeway coming up. So I'd probably continue to drive it down the streets, just because I have the opportunity to control the speed over there. So, all right, so it's about 13%, 13 miles. What I try to do when I'm in this state is, the regen is awesome. So one trick that I learned whenever I'm low in terms of this car is, you can drive a little bit and then take your foot off the accelerator, and you see how it regens right there. So you can charge it up, you can press the brake, and you can charge it up as you're coming up to this. So I don't think I should risk going on the freeway right now, but I said to myself I was going to push the car to the limits. Maybe I should. I'm at Delamo, so I'm about 4 or 5 miles away from where I need to be. So I'm going to keep it on the streets. Again, I'll play it safe for this car, but maybe I should just went on the freeway. Like I said, I don't have any air conditioning. I don't have anything on for this car. And so basically, this is still driving it all the way through like 90%. From 91% to 13%. You've driven 57.1 miles. So continue to do that. Let's see here. And see how I'm the charge right now? It's a green charge, or a blue charge, I should say. Green charge. What am I doing? That regen is keeping the battery consistent, right? That regen, when you do that, instead of pressing the accelerator all the way, and like, for example, I press the accelerator, I'm speeding up right now, you see it's going up into power. That's going to suck down the battery over here on the left-hand side. So what you need to do is, when you get into a steady coast mode, is you can take your foot off the accelerator, like I'm doing right now, and it's going to start regenning the battery. So that way you can conserve the battery if you're worried about like losing power or anything like that. You're about 2% away from what I call turtle mode. Turtle mode is where it's going to start saying, hey, you need to find a station like as soon as possible. You know, you're at risk of, you know, basically, running out of power. So all these alerts go off to people. Like I said, you can drive this car 60 miles, no problem. Once you go beyond that, and then depends on how you're driving it as well. So 35 miles. If you're driving it about 70 miles, yeah, you're gonna expend quite a bit. And driving at 75 miles, you're gonna screw yourself, because you're gonna deplete the battery. It's also how you need to drive is drive a little bit, charge it, especially when you're in a low red state condition right now. I'm within about 8 minutes of the station I'm trying to head to. The station I'm headed to is a 3.3 kilowatt station. So hopefully that one is still available. I haven't checked the app on ChargePoint to see if it's available or not. Worst case scenario, my house is about like a mile or two from there, and so I can probably just drive it over there and charge it up. Right now we're driving in Hawaiian Gardens. See, the sun's actually come out for the first time today. Beautiful. Beautiful sun. Thing with my iPhone is it doesn't give you like that stabilization effect, not like the gimbal cameras and stuff. So I have to hold it with both fingers as I'm driving. Almost there. Like I said, the degradation on this has not gone too far, so that's actually really, really good. Okay, making a left. We're Carson right now. Okay, and then we will go back. Alright, 11% left. Alright, at 10%, like I said, you're going to get the turtle warning. So you get these flags that pop up. You get the first flag at 16%, you get the next flag at 10%. So from 10% to where I need to go, I should be able to make it in 30. This was part of the complaint that I had back to Fiat, is, you know, the car was advertised as 84 miles of range. I know I'll never get 84 miles of range. Theoretically, you can drive perfectly, you could be the perfect city commuter, you'll never get 84 miles of range. Understanding the car is, you know, coming up to 8 years being old, and so with that understanding, I get it. You know, it's not going to be perfect, but the range on this car, you know, had dropped significantly from 84 miles. I say the mileage is actually closer to like 60, even though like I'm like half a mile away from 60, right? So you see, I'm literally almost at 60 miles, so this car should be theoretically dead. And part of the reason why it's probably not dead is because I kept the radio, the AC, everything else is off in this car right now. So, and that's why I would advertise this car to be probably more about 50 miles. just because I know people have a heavy foot. People that have heavy feet should not be renting this car or taking this car out or buying this car. All you're going to do is you're going to get frustrated, you're going to get mad, you're going to say, hey, you know, this is not enough mileage to get me through. Also, if you're buying this car and you live like in Big Bear or something like that, yeah, expect the battery to be significantly dropping quite a bit. So don't delude yourself. Anyways, almost at the destination where I need to be at. So says I got about 10 miles left of range. You see that up arrow right now? So that up arrow is telling you that you're getting, you based on the way you're driving, you're getting more miles out of the way you're driving right now. And right now I'm coasting. I got my foot off the accelerator and I just pressed the regen because we're coming up to a stop, even though it's a green light. The thing I dislike over here, it's like, hey, it's a green light, go. And nope, it's a stop. Everybody wants to stop right then and there. So it's okay. Patience. You gotta, I think one thing that a lot of people lack is patience. So just try to be patient. Like with anything. It's gone down to about 9% right now. So if I did not own this car and I saw this, I would probably be like shitting in my pants, like saying, oh my god, I need to figure out what the hell, you know, where the hell to go. You know, I'm gonna lose power. You know, I'm about to you know, drop off the face of the earth. I've driven this car from North Hollywood, so like near Sepulveda Boulevard, right, all the way down to Orange County, Los Alamitos. And I got it down to about like 4 miles left and about 4% left on the car, right? So, and that's about a 60-mile drive. So I'm not overly concerned that we're gonna lose power right now. Unless like the battery just drops to 0, right? I mean, it's dropped down to like 6% right now. Almost there. Right. Do a little cheat right now. So you see how I did the regen and went back up to 6%. It does that all the time when the battery's fluctuating. So 60 miles is basically my average before I start saying I need to go get a charge, like a new charge or something like that. So about 5%. Theoretically speaking, I went from I think 30% down to about this right now in less than 10 miles. So I should be able to get at least a couple more miles out of this. I think my average, I said, was for every 30% of a drop, you should get about 20 miles of range, and that should stand pretty true. Okay, so it went down to 4%. Alright, I may not be able to make it to the charger that I want to, but I'll be able to make it to a different charger. I am literally about 2 miles away from the charger I need to go to. The question had been, can you drive this car all the way to 0%? The answer to that is yes. You can definitely drive it to 0%. You will have probably about 2 miles as you get to 0%. push it a little bit more. So over this path, I have a choice. I can either choose to charge it up at this one ChargePoint location that's over here past the green lane. It's on Cerritos Avenue. Or I can go a little further down and try to charge it up at another location that I know that offers free charging. So I'm gonna try to get over here. Okay. I'm at the fabled 1% right now. So theoretically, this car should die at 0%, but there's about a mile or two that's built into this car that allows you to drive it at least a little bit more than that. Try to see if I can go. Stopped. Let's go. So there we go. It says I got 1 mile left until I'm out. It says I'm out. So in theory, I probably should stop. This is where the regen comes in really heavily. You can do the regen here, and you'll be like, oh my gosh. All right, I am here. Let's see if I can get a charge. Where's the charge port? I think the charge port's over here on the back. So you see I'm driving it at 0% right now. All right. All right. Okay, so we're here at the charger. We're gonna go ahead and turn the car off. It's basically at 0%. All right, so let's see if this will charge. We'll see. All right, it's authorizing, saying okay. It's popped in. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. The station is closing. And what you do is you just plug it in. Right there. You look for the notes over here. So over here it should be charging. So you see how it has the little charging symbol right there. You should be able to charge the sucker up. So it says it's going to be charging. It's 240. It's charging at about 240, 4 hours and 34 minutes is what it says. All right. Cool. Hey, thanks for waiting with me on this one. And I'll let you know how further drives. Take care.